What's up, my pilots? Loggy Poncho here. Today is February 4th, 2024. Today is my wife Megan's birthday, so wish her happy birthday in the comments if you don't mind. We had a wonderful day. Spent the Sunday hanging out with some friends, playing some board games, just relaxing. I have a Theodore in my lap right now, and he is thoroughly enjoying some good neck scritches. Good little bit of scruff, some chin. And behind me over here, Saluna is in a box. She's in a cardboard box that's taller than she is, and she seems quite... Oh, she jumped out. She seems quite pleased with herself from having gotten into it. Decently productive day for a Sunday. It's probably going to end up looking pretty similar to yesterday, which ended up being a yellow day. Not bad, not as bad as I originally thought. The weekend is a little easier to get a higher score on. Today I want to show you the image before we do the connections. So this is the playbill from Zelda the Musical, a stage production put on by the Next Act, which was a theatrical group at the University of Georgia, where I went to college. And they just put on a free show one year because they had so many Zelda fans in the crew that they wanted to do a Zelda show, but because obviously Nintendo being extremely litigious, they couldn't license it or anything. So they're like, well, if we have free admission, then we're not making any money. We can just do it and no one will care. So they did. And from what I recall, I don't really remember much about the plot. It wasn't super plot heavy. It was mostly just in jokes and references from the games and good little quirky little twists on the characters. Navi the fairy was the narrator. It was from her perspective rather than Link's. And that kind of changed things a little bit because, again, Link, silent protagonist. So throughout the entire show, the actor playing Link never spoke. All he ever did was yeah, ha, ha, the sounds he makes with the sword. It was really funny because people would try and have conversations with him and he would just go, and he would look around and then he'd go, yeah. And then the main plot that I remember was you got to go collect the spiritual stones to stop Ganon or something. They simplified it a lot from Ocarina of Time. And the main conflict was that Navi was in love with Link. And she was annoyed that he kept meeting all these eligible bachelorettes. So he goes and meets Malon the farm girl, and then he meets the princess of Hyrule, and then he meets the princess of the Zora, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He meets Saria, the girl of the forest, and it's every single time Navi would have a jealousy reaction. It was actually pretty funny. I don't remember any of the music numbers. I only ever got to hear them once, so they never really got stuck in my head, but I really enjoyed it. I remember it being quite funny and kind of cute. So I figured I'd share that with you. I would love to see something like this again, or if I could get a script or something of it. I need to look online and see if it's out there. It would be pretty fun to read through. Maybe even do a dramatic reading with some friends or something. Anyway, let's move on to the connections for today, shall we? I promise I haven't seen this one yet. No early spoilers here. Well, I see cocoa, vanilla, and coffee. No, vanilla definitely goes in a different category with routine, dull, and mundane. Words, oh, come on now. Dry must be in that category. Routine goes with bit, yeah. What the hell's going on? Oh, boring. Oh my god. There it is. Unexciting. Blew a couple guesses early today. So, bit and routine, set, and act are all terms for the thing you do in your show. A comedian's performance, sure. Could be a lot of things. So what did I have in here? Dry, not included. Twist, dry. Okay, these are different ways you can have a martini. With a twist, which means include a lemon peel, I believe, with the zest. Dry means think that means with dry vermouth, or maybe extra dry vermouth. Dirty means add an olive. And I guess a martini straight up is like nothing else? Like nothing else added? Yeah, martini specifications. I love the weird specific culture and terminology that's associated with like bar alcohol. Like, oh, I want it on the rocks, or with a twist, or straight up, or neat, dirty, dry. Like, there's all these weird terms that mean like different ingredients and different inclusions. I think that's really fun. Coffee, tea, mate, and cocoa. If mate wasn't in there. Oh, no, it's mate. Mate. So these are drinks you make from adding hot liquid to something. Oh, with caffeine. Sure. It's a little more specific, but I think still valid. It's a fun little connections. Yeah, the nomenclature and the jargon of inebriation is so interesting to me. I really enjoy, like, there's all these drinks with fancy names, and then you look at the ingredients and it's like, oh, yeah, it's just vodka and vermouth. It's like, I want a martini. It's like, ooh, fancy. It's like, not really. It's just booze in a tall glass, in a martini glass. Or my favorite is the drinks that are named after people, like a Tom Collins. I wonder what would be in a drink named after me. What would be in, like, give me an angry poncho. It's gotta have hot sauce in it, that's for sure. That would be the angry part. What would make it a poncho? Tequila? I might have to change the spelling. Maybe it's like, what would be in an angry poncho? I'm thinking it's like, oh yeah, an angry poncho is just, I'm making it up right now. An angry poncho is just a tequila shot. But, ooh, Theo, you're sharp. So the way you normally do tequila shots, if you're trying to get drunk at a party, is how's it go? You lick the crescent of your hand, and then you sprinkle salt on that so the salt sticks to your hand. And then you hold a slice of lime in that same hand, and then you hold the shot in the other. So the way you do it is you take the salt, and you eat that, and then you do the shot of tequila, and then you bite the lime. And that's like the procedure for it if you're trying to have a fun party or whatever. I think an angry poncho would be the same thing, except instead of salt on your hand, it's tahini. Sounds good, right? It's got that spice, got that salt, got that lime. I kind of want to do that now. That honestly sounds pretty good. Because tahini is delicious. And it's already got salt in it, so it's not too far off from the traditional tequila shot. Ooh. I may have to get some tequila and try that. If I do, I'll do it in a video so y'all can enjoy it with me. And I'll give my review. But yeah, coined it right now. That's what the Angry Poncho would be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a drink. Tell me what your username would be if it was a mixed drink or a shot. I'll see you tomorrow.